This is without a doubt the largest Skyrim mod to release this year, and it's likely one of the largest that we've seen in the past several, taking us to a brand new region beyond Skyrim's borders, with two different starting paths, new quests, dungeons, loot, and promising us nearly 60 hours of content. This is Lordbound. Set in the Druadach Valley, amidst the mountain range separating western Skyrim and eastern Highreach, Lordbound aims to give us an adventure unlike any other. You'll make the journey to the valley, either via an Imperial caravan, or a set of old tunnels being used by the orcs. The group that you aid here will determine the start of your adventure, and help to introduce you to the growing conflict in the region. The Imperials aim to re-establish their trade routes between Skyrim and Highreach. The orcs seek to build a new home for themselves after the latest sacking of Ursinium. At the heart of the valley lies Highreach, a fortified keep serving as the greatest stronghold in the region. Here, you'll meet the young Lord Halen, along with the titular Lordbound, a group of powerful mages and scholars. And across the valley, you'll discover new settlements and dungeons, from orc strongholds to Nordic barrows, dwarven delves, and everything in between. Lordbound's initial release on October 2nd, 2025 is to be seen as a beta of sorts. The new worldspace, quests, gear, and spells are all available at launch. But as of right now, voice acting isn't 100% complete. It's estimated that half the major characters are voiced, but many supporting ones may be incomplete, or have no audio implemented at all yet. But with this initial release out of the way, they're continuing to work on voice acting and squashing any bugs they can find. For some people, they'll want to play this immediately. For others, they might want to wait for a more complete experience. If you're playing during this beta period, I recommend having SKSE and Fusro Do's silent voice. Link in the description below. While you'd be able to play Lordbound as early as level 1, the mod isn't balanced around anything under level 10. I'll be playing on a lower level character than usual, just in hopes of experiencing this a bit more as intended, and it'll likely give me more opportunities to use the new gear that we find in the mod. To get started, meet with the Khajiit in Whiterun, who will point you to the two possible means of reaching the new region. For this playthrough, I'll be taking the old tunnels through the orc stronghold of Morkazgur. And while this is intended as a full playthrough, there may be some short breaks along the way, just as I wait for new patches, updates, and for more of the voice acting to be added in. Just a heads up that you are gonna have to hear me voice some characters if they're not voiced yet.
Oh, Jazira likes you. Very good looks and smells. Could you spare me a moment? I'm in need of the smart and capable to answer this question of mine.
I'll answer if I can. It depends on the question you want to ask.
Ah, so you are smart. Very good. Know what you know and forget what you can't remember. Have you heard the rumors about the roads to Druadach? The golden route to Jahanna, the tunnels into Highreach. Jazir heard about these new paths, less dangerous paths, but Jazir does not know to believe the lies or truths. Little birds have told Jazir about curious mining into Old Breton passages. But other birds gave me food and told me about sellswords and caravans heading into the western mountains. Jazir doesn't know what to believe, and doesn't choose to believe, for he is smart and understands the risk of adventure.
Why do you need me to go and confirm these rumors?
Jazir does not have time to chase after rumors, but Jazir must know whether they are true. Your journey will decide the outcome of Jazir's future. It's very important, you'll see.
Well, can you tell me more about yourself?
This one's named Jazir, a merchant by day and a merchant by night. I have traveled many times to many places, exchanging gold for happiness. But don't ask to see my wares. I have not stocked up yet. All I have for you now is sadness.
Damn, alright. What can you tell me of Druadach?
Oh, too many stories to tell in one sitting. You must explore yourself if you wish to understand. The valley was a major trade route between Jahanna and Solitude, until the passages were destroyed, of course, many years ago. Jazir's father and mother have traveled over the mountains for many years, selling wares that the people could not acquire themselves. It's a very dangerous route with very few survivors, but it was the only route, you see. The allure of gold is all it takes to turn a house cat into a weathered saber cat.
Do you want me to follow up on these rumors of yours?
Jazir asks you to journey to the valley of Druadach, to see if a new path has indeed opened for him and his kin. This one will enter the valley through the hidden smuggler route sometime later. Jazir needs to collect his wares before moving on, you see.
Alright, I'll look into them.
Ah, yes, a very good choice. You and I will go far in life with such adventurous spirit. Meet a handsome white Khajiit in the smuggler ruins of Orfel. He will be the one to reward you for your efforts. Jazir will scribble and scratch the locations on your map, follow the truths and lies, and find Jazir's answer.
Started the valley beyond. Travel to the Druadach Valley. I'll ask him, but he was pretty clear. He's like, oh, he doesn't have his wares yet. I'm also curious where his, smuggler entrance is.
Oh no, the smuggler route is a trade secret kept amongst ourselves, you see.
Fair.
The others would lynch Jazir and hang his furs in front of their hearth. This one would rather keep his coat to himself.
You know what? I get it.
Besides, Jazir has to move certain wares today. Very special wares that cannot cross the border in plain sight, you see.
Fair.
Swift hunting.
Swift travels to you. Valley beyond, travel to Druadach Valley, yeah. Should investigate one of the two entrances and see if they lead me into Druadach. And they're actually very close to each other too. One by Morkazgur and the other by the Druadach Tunnel, which is the Imperial one. But I want to do the Orc entrance. Like I said in the intro, not everything is voiced yet, so if that's a concern, if that's something that is a make or break for you right now, just wait a little longer, because the team is working on getting more voice lines implemented. If anyone watching this is an audio engineer or knows audio editing, they are looking for additional volunteers, because the more people who help out, the faster this will be done.
What are you doing here, Outlander? We don't deal with your kind.
Alright, I'm going. I'm also gonna warn that my attempts at voice acting might not be consistent, because I might just forget what voices I give people, so just be aware of that. But once again, the mod is fully playable now, like all the content is in it. It's mainly just a matter of, what's available voice-wise.
We came all this way. An infestation in the tunnels. Malakath is testing the strength of those that intend to head through to Druadach. Spiders? Pah. Let us through. We'll have those tunnels cleared in no time.
Started the trial road.
Greetings, outsider. How good of you to walk this road. Before you lies a holy path, one caked in ash and blood.
I walk a holy path? How so?
You are taking the first steps towards the land of Malakath's chosen, Garshakr. Many orcs have come through Morkazgur answering the call of Malakath. They seek the Druadach Valley and Garshakr within. The passage to Druadach lies ahead. Be warned though, for it's become more dangerous than rumors may have claimed. The spiders have been multiplying again. It's thinned some of the numbers heading through, but Garshakr was only the strongest anyway.
What's going on in that passage then?
We're dealing with a small infestation. The tunnels through the mountains into Druadach swarm with spiders preying on pilgrims to the lands beyond. Orcs travel these roads all the time. If they can't handle some pests, then they're unworthy to set foot in Garshakr. The gate is barred until the worthy are ready to fight their way through and join Chief Gorik at Garshakr. You look strong. Do you intend to take the tunnel through to Druadach and seek Garshikr?
Don't you think an orc like you should be able to kill some spiders? What are you doing out here? How do I get to Druadach from here? Can you tell me more about Druadach?
I'm not familiar with the region. Came to Druadach solely for Garshikr, as many orcs have. All I know is that the locals left the Empire a few hundred years ago, closed themselves off after some war. They're renowned for their magic. Heard that scholars and wizards from abroad paid good money to go there. Weird folk.
Who is Chief Gorek?
Chief Gorek is steel and fire, a gift to all orc kind. He is Malakath's chosen champion, the one to deliver the everlasting kingdom we orcs deserve. Gorek's strength broke the backs of many chieftains across Highreach, and through that same strength he has gathered and united our people. Some say he's the reincarnation of Chief Turog, the first founder of Ursinium. Others say he's the one that slew Turog. Whatever the truth may be, know this. Malakath chose Gorek to be his champion. Those that deny that truth will grovel, beaten with their lies.
Alright, well, what is Garshikr?
The word of Garshikr is spread far and wide among the Orsimer. I'll tell you what you need to know. Garshikr is the great stronghold on the edge of Druadach. It is here where our kind has started to gather, in the shadow of the Orc Father. It is a place where we orcs live for one another, as opposed to our own self-desires, the true Orsinium. Chief Gorek will shape the weak and faithless into an image worthy of the Orc Father, or crush them beneath his heel.
I mean, I'll go through the passage. Those spiders will be dealt with.
If you make it through alive, head to Garshek's Vigil and speak with Trailkeeper Cork. He'll guide you on your way to the stronghold of Garshikr. There, you'll find glory. Malakath will be watching you, outsider. I'll unlock the gates. This way.
Do I get a little bit of a traveling party now? Can they help me with the spiders? How do you do? Hi.
At last, come on, we're reaching the last leg of our journey. We're almost at Garshikr.
All my orcs are gonna sound the same. The men, the women, the children, so, you know. Just a warning. Just a little bit of a heads up. Oh god, wait, did the skeevers just spawn behind me? That or I just really didn't notice them, that or I just really wasn't paying attention.
What is it?
Are you guys gonna help out?
Yeah?
There you go, there's my orc lady. That's what she's gonna sound like. Okay, so there's some skeevers ahead of me, yeah, so they didn't just spawn behind me necessarily. I am on a slightly lower level character than usual. I'm on a level 23 character, which is not like the lowest that I could be, but hopefully, you know, puts me in a good enough spot that I'll be able to use some of the new gear that I find, and will hopefully be at kind of like a good level for playing this, you know? But hey, I mean, it's spiders and skeevers in the tunnels. I think I can deal with spiders and skeevers, you know? That doesn't seem too bad. That doesn't seem too unreasonable. Also, I do have a link to the armor in the description below. I wanted something that felt maybe a little more, I don't know, to me, a little bit more Breton-y, even though it's really just your typical medieval armor. Sorry to anyone with arachnophobia, by the way, because this is just Spider City right now. Yeah, the way I see it though, if you can't make it through just, you know, a spider-infested tunnel as an orc, you're probably not exactly what, the Karshurker's looking for anyway. Oh, alright. I really do like the tunnels though, because it just gives me a little bit of a Dragon Age vibe. It gives me a little bit of a feeling of, you know, going through the old dwarven deep roads in Dragon Age Origins. Not exactly this section right here, but the Breton ruins that they tunneled into. Yeah, so it's not gonna be any better than what I'm using right now, but already just grabbing a Highreach guard's shield. I just really like the sigil. I just really like the emblem that they made for Highreach, which is also what they use just for the mod in general. More spiders, I assume. I see spider eggs, so yeah, more spiders for me. Yeah, because there's also the Imperial route. Because you have the two choices on how you start the mod. The Imperial route is more so focused on, you know, joining a little bit of a caravan and then fighting your way through the tunnels that they have, the tunnels that they've mined into. But will instead have you going up against the, not the Forsworn, but the new Reachmen for the area. So I guess it really comes down to what you'd rather fight, spiders or Reachmen. If you have arachnophobia, then you're probably gonna choose the Reachmen. Yeah, logo design is one thing they did really well with the mod, and that probably sounds like such a minor thing, but I really like it because you have the sigil for Highreach, you have the sigil for Karshurker, just something like that is something that I really appreciate myself. You got the map for the Druadach Valley, which, hold on, that was drawn in 4th era year 195, so 6 years before this. And yeah, so we have Highreach, we have Gardale, we have Karshurker. So that means Karshurker's been around for at least 6 years then? Probably longer. So we'll maybe get a little bit more information, a little of, the history of that a little later. Oh, that's a big spider right there. One tooth. Oh. I think all he needs is the one tooth. I'd be more scared if he had all of his teeth. Ugh. I think I did see that someone made a, like a full arachnophobia mod for Skyrim, where if you are arachnophobic and you need to just get rid of spiders altogether, I think it gets rid of all of them. I think it replaces them with something else, but oh, off the top of my head, I'm not gonna remember or know what they did replace them with. Ooh, and oh, I was hoping my shout was gonna take him out. I was hoping my shout would finish him off. All right. I don't know if we'll have anything, but I just gotta check. Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's actually good because he has his own unique fang. His one tooth. Soul gem. Yeah, I'll take everything but the boots. Oh, I did not mean to fling you. I'm so sorry. That was a little rude of me. Yeah, fortunately we do have a decent amount of potions that have been placed. Got a Shrine of Mara, okay. Yeah, so going in with a lower level, or in my case, you know, I don't know what people consider level 23. Not low level, but like lower mid-level. Putting potions down, it's good just because if you didn't travel with enough, if you use them up, now you do have some means of getting some more to make sure that you're not just kind of completely screwed. Alright, that door is boarded up. I had a feeling, but I just wanted to check. And here we go. Enter Druadach. More Kesger Pass discovered. Completed Enter the Valley. Find Trailkeeper Cork at Garshak's Vigil. Meet Jazir's friend in Orfel. He said the handsome white Khajiit. And you know what? I'll be the judge of that. I'll decide just how handsome I think he is. Yeah, I know they also generated, the LOD, like the LOD for players, so, it should be pretty decent as well. Obviously, you know, you can run, Dying to LOD and try to extend that, but even right now, that looks pretty decent, and I haven't run Dying to LOD or anything just yet. Garshak's Vigil discovered. The numbers flowing into the valley these days beggars belief. Are you even checking who you're letting through here? Watch yourself, mage. Garshakr saved Highreach's Zars from the mess they made with this tunnel. Deciding who gets through is our right. If you'd had a spine, maybe those Imperial soldiers wouldn't have been able to dig in. You ever think about that? Just remember, Lord Halen allows you here on our land because it suits us both. Don't give us reason to doubt that arrangement. Speaking of which, why don't you start by figuring out who that is, and what they're up to here? You were the man. You came through the tunnel, right? Means you're strong at least. What's your business in Druadach? I will say I'm looking forward to when I get to people who are voiced. Just to give me a break. Just to give me a little bit of a break right now, you know? Trailmaster Mogus said I should report to you. Did he now? Good. Was starting to think he was dead. If the tunnel's clear, I guess my post is about to get a bit rowdier in the coming days. This is Garshak's Vigil. I'm Cork, Trailkeeper. Chief Gorik has me here to make sure only the worthy make it through to Garshakr. Things have been heating up here lately. All these mercenaries and freak show Imperials have really spoilt the neighborhood. If you're heading west, watch yourself around Gardale. Not all orcs are as welcoming as me, since the betrayal. Don't want to get your hopes up if you're intending to visit Garshakr. You won't get in without a blood token. Though, maybe you could help me out with a little something. There's a blood token in it for you, if you can get it done. Yeah, I can help out. What do I need to do? That lazy bootlicker over there, Urgrub, he was supposed to deliver a message to someone pretty important in the wilds south of Highreach. That message is for Shilash, the wise woman of Garshakr. Shilash withdrew into isolation after Chief Gorik's wife, Aluka, was murdered at Gardale. Garshakr needs her giving her wisdom, not moping around in these woods alone. She needs to return. So you need me to ask Shilash to return to Garshakr? Urgrab was supposed to ask her nicely to go back, but I think he chickened out. Shilash has a reputation, you see. I'm taking a risk with you on this one, New Blood. Shilash is important to Garshakr and to the chief. Don't let me down here. Get her back. Okay, we have quite a few questions. Yeah, do you know where I can get some rest? What's Gardale? You said something about betrayal? Don't get me started. Gardale pretty much sums up what it means to be an orc. Used to be a Breton town. We had peace with them for 30 years. Everything was great. Even Chief Gorik's wife Aluka was a big shot in town. That all changed when the Imperials showed up. Greedy bastards thought the Imperials would make better masters, so they tried to push us out. Yeah, well, Aluka was killed by those filthy ingrates. Garshakr took revenge. Gardale is ours now. We're still pretty sore about the whole thing. Some orcs like Karlek, all they care about now is the blood price. Who can blame them? Are there Imperials here? What can you tell me about Druadach? What else can you tell me about Highreach? What's Highreach? What's a blood token? Why did Highreach leave Garshikr? The funny sounding orc doesn't seem to be happy. Well, I don't know who that would be. Yeah, what's a blood token? Proof that you're a friend of Garshikr, that you got honor, skill, or both. Bloodkin pilgrims have been making their way to Druadach since the valley opened, but not all have good intentions or are worth the space. The blood token is a sign you've earned your keep, you know? Show it to the guards and they'll take you seriously. And you cut me off. You're like, I saw how many questions there were. I don't want to listen to you voice me all day. I will ask though, do you know where I can get some rest? If you're just looking for some sleep before moving on, we've got a spare spot left. Used to belong to one of the prospects before he got himself killed by some reachmen. I'm not the kind to hand out favors, so I'll rent you the spot for the price of a proper drink. Well, if I was using survival mode, that would be really helpful right about now. I'm not though, so, you know, I'm warning you. Pretty sparse, but a good deal for 5 gold. You know, for 5 gold, yeah, here's that drink you want. Great, tent's all yours. It's the small one next to the Khajiits. The one with the torch. You'll also find a sack next to the tent. Feel free to use it and store anything you don't feel like hauling. Don't worry, your belongings are safe with us. I've gotten quite good at cutting off thieving hands. Alright, I do want to ask what's Highreach. See that big castle on the hill back there? That's Highreach. That uppity mage knight you saw is from there. Those weird wizards calling themselves the Lordbound are there too. Highreach and Gardale were pretty much the main settlements here in Druadach before Garshikr was established. Not sure their Lord Halen trusts or likes us very much, but we try and keep it neighborly around here. It's only polite. Alright, I will ask what more he can tell me about Highreach, though. Some things you're better asking Highreach yourself, if she'll speak to you, that is. She's pretty revered in Garshikr. Her visions have almost always come to pass, and she's led the chief through more than a few sticky situations. In these tough times, I'm not surprised Gorik wants her back by his side. Alright, I will leave you be for now. Bleed well. I'd rather not bleed at all. Hey, you're not one of ours. You're not even an orc. What are you doing on this side of the camp? Nothing to worry about. What I'm doing is none of your concern. I entered using the passage from Khazgur. Oh, wow, I guess this place is cleared out again, huh? Thanks a bunch. We can finally have orcs come in from Khazgur again, which means more trash, which means my job got even worse. What's going on around here? Nothing special, I suppose. Just sitting around and guarding the passage like the Warbringer told me to. Those people from that cave over there dug their way into the mines of Khazgur and got themselves killed. Probably said something stupid. We made a deal with Khazgur. We'd keep everyone off their back if they let the new bloods through. The Warbringer is smart with deals like that. You said something about a Warbringer? Yeah, Warbringer Garum. He's the brother of our chief. He's the one who tells us what we should be doing. Think he served in the Empire at some point. Alright. Bye now. I was just walking on by, I was just walking through and he just grabbed me. He's like, hey, you, stop right there. I'm like, listen, I'm doing the job that you failed to do, so just leave me be. So let's see where we gotta go. Okay, so Sheelash is all the way... Well, not at the bottom of the map, but you know, just gotta head south. Just gonna focus on her first. Mainly because I want my blood token. Mainly because I think that's gonna be a good way to start off. Well, we got a Highreach right here. I guess I could pop in. Oh, we got Reachman. Okay. I was so excited. I was like, oh, look. This city's here. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be a relaxing time. I'll have a little bit of a break. Nope. Immediately. We got Forsworn. We got the Raven Hearts. Oh, God. His bow just went flying for a second. Okay, that was one of them. I wasn't sure. Any encampment would be blessed to have someone who practices restoration magic like you. Oh, thank you. I'm not that great. I'm kind of a novice in restoration still.
Hail, friend.
Hail, Mage Knight Baradar. What was that fight all about?
Those Reachmen? They're Raven Hearts. Thieves, robbers, fools, and everything in between.
Oh, okay.
Bretons and Reachmen have always spilled blood. It's been that way for thousands of years.
Nords too.
Just don't let their appearance fool you. They're primitive, but shrewd. Scavengers by nature, murderers by heart.
Anything interesting going on around these parts?
Far too much to my liking. The Legion's arrival has caused us a great set of problems. Foreign soldiers occupying our lands, orcs killing Bretons, refugees seeking asylum. It's a logistical nightmare. If you're looking for someplace remotely peaceful, you might want to visit Orfel. I believe it's far less crowded at the moment.
Okay, alright.
The old settlement neighbors a lake down south. Follow this river and cross it. You'll know it when you get there.
Well, I'd like to know a little more about you.
Certainly. I am a knight, sworn to Lord Halen of Highreach. My lord resides in the keep above us. If you seek an audience, follow the slope upwards to reach our gates. I'm certain you'll find plenty to gain, should you prove worthy of my lord's time.
Imagine I just go to the Lord, it's like, oh, so by the way, you missed the Dragon Crisis, the what? Yeah, it was all the rage in Skyrim, you know.
Goodbye.
I was there, Alduin was there, he's not there anymore, he's dead. Yeah, dragons are back, world almost ended, I did all that, you're welcome. He might not believe me. Would you believe me if I just came to your valley and just started yelling about how I saved the entire world? And you didn't even know that the world needed saving in the first place. Also, just note that since this just came out, it might not look as good with other weather mods, EMBs, and so on, just because, you know, we don't have compatibility, or we haven't had anything made kind of with that in mind yet.
Are you saying I've lost my mind? Do I look like a madman to you?
Do you really want me to answer that?
I'm not talking about those damn Reachmen. There's something else out there.
Ugh, I'll say it again. Highreach is full. There's no room left for anyone else. Lord Halen offers his sympathies. He requests you stay at the refugee camp near Sashendal. The Legion will take care of you.
Damn you, our blood is on your hands, you hear? On your hands.
He's just gonna run back there? Ugh, I wish. Oh. Please state the purpose of your visit. If you're seeking refuge, then I'm afraid we've no more room to spare. Looking for work? I got bags filled with things that I want to sell. Just passing through. What was that all about? Just another creep looking for a place to sleep. Always seems to happen during my shift. If I didn't know any better, I'd say they're trying to outdo one another. They get weirder by the day. Well, I'm looking for work. Oh, then by all means come in. Plenty of people needing help around here. You're welcome to wander the settlement as long as you stay out of trouble. This one checks out. Open the gate. Oh, no, Maurice, don't go anywhere just yet. Oh, nope, Maurice doesn't want to talk to me. Well, I was gonna try and help him. I guess I'm not. Who are you? Greetings. Okay. Just a mercenary. I didn't know why he was just standing there ominously. You know? Stonebark Steel Tankard. Yeah, I do love the new designs because they made new tankards, new ales, just all these different drinks because they added a new brewery as well. They're reforming the Dongard. No, not you two. Oh god, I gotta go. Wait, so were they going to... Oh my god, the fact that it's not voiced, that means they were gonna have the new guard voice types record the goddamn Dawnguard line. Highreach discovered. I just wanted to pop in for a second. I will focus on Sheelash though, so I just wanted to come in for a moment. For the last time, keep that fire out while the stalls are up. I'm running a forge. You expect me to beat a cold iron? I don't care what you do. I'm not selling smoked bread. Maybe you should. Bland flour is old news. I'm sure you'd make a killing. I don't know why my lady orc is just a prospector. Keep that up, prick, and we'll see what happens. If I get even a single complaint, you'll answer for it. Yep. I warned you my voices weren't gonna be consistent at all. I did warn you. Here we go. Dark Ale, Steel Tankard. Oh, this almost makes me just want a player home here just to display the new ales, the new foods and such, because she has some too. Or she has at least one of them. She has the Frosted Roll. Minor thing. Ooh, croissants. Minor thing, but none of these are marked as stealing. Obviously, you know, not a big deal, but just something to note. You look like you're burdened with wealth, stranger. You should come spend some of it. In trouble with the baker? She's alright. Bit of a friendly spat is all. This wasn't the first time we butted heads, and it won't be the last either. Nothing that won't be fixed by sharing a drink. Or 5. Are you from Garshecker? Oh, so that's how it is, huh? You see green skin, tusks, and you just go around throwing assumptions? Goddamn rude, I've got half a mind too. Okay, keep that up. Sorry, you should have seen your face. Yeah, I'm from Garshecker, or I was anyway. Why did you leave? I wasn't exiled or anything, if that's your question. I got a lot of respect for what Gorek is doing back there. That life just wasn't working for me. Simple as that. No bad blood between us, that I know of anyway. Why come to Highreach? Seemed to me the place could use someone who knew their way around the forge. No offense to the pigskins, but some jobs just need someone with tusks if you want them done right. Haven't heard the term pigskins before. The lord of the place agreed with sentiment. 20 years later, here I still am, beating my anvil. I will come back for her another time. Ooh, wait a second, can I... Yeah, I just want to see what she has for sale. I need something to face a troll, a giant. I got you covered. Yeah, I'm just curious if she has anything New. No, just looks like the basic stuff, which I'll just stock up very quickly anyway before I set on out. Because I know of some new weapons at least. Like, I know there's, a few new weapons. She does have just kind of like the basic stuff for right now. Maybe I'll come back for a backpack later. Maybe just in case I do get a little over-encumbered.
Keep your blade sharp, stranger.
Thank you. Well, you're the smith. You could do it for me. Yeah, I'll come back to Highreach a little bit later. Right now, let's just focus on getting my blood token. That mercenary's still just standing there, and it's just a little ominous. You know what? You stay there. I'm just gonna go on my own merry way, okay? Yeah, because I had a chance to play this around, like, December, January. I had a first look video go out, earlier this year, and I know a lot has already changed since then. The motto originally had a March release date. It got pushed instead till September, and then, you know, we had the slight delay and it came out on October 2nd. But I actually had a chance to do a little bit of playtesting right before it launched, and I got to see some of the changes. I got to see some of what they had done to make improvements, add new stuff since when I played in January. I'm gonna discover the brewery real fast. Brew and Barrel discovered. Yeah, because the Brew and Barrel is the... Well, it's the inn, the tavern, for the actual brewery. There we go, and there, right there, Stone Bark Brewery discovered. It is one of those things where, because there's just so much laid before me, I'm just excited. I'm like, ooh, which direction do I go in? Ooh, where do I go now? But, yeah. I've got 2 quests at the moment. Look for Sheelash and go to Orfel, which... I actually don't have Orfel marked on my map. Okay, but if I do pull up, the quest point in Orfel, there it is. Alright, just wanted to see, was just curious about that. For all I know, maybe they intended for me to go to Highreach first, since it was right there. But the way that Lordbound is going to work is there's essentially 3 big quest lines. There's the Highreach main story, there's the Orc main story, and there's the Imperial main story. And at a certain point, you will have to choose between the Orcs or the Imperials, but I'm pretty sure you can play the 2 quest lines for a while before you have to make that decision, and I do believe it's supposed to be a pretty clear decision as well when you get to it. So it's not like you're completely locked off from one side just because, you know, oh, just because I started the Orc intro doesn't mean I'm now completely cut off from the Imperial quests. So I could go to their camp, I could find them and do some stuff with them too. I think there's also just something to be said about, you know, making a new land mod that isn't a full province. Because Lordbound took, what, like 10, 11 years to release, and even then, in a little bit of a beta state. Not necessarily the largest team, but still had, you know, a team behind it, a team of many people behind it. And I'm really enjoying the beta so far. I'm looking forward to the full release when that happens as well, and already I'm anticipating that there will be a second full playthrough that I do for Lordbound. The one right now where I'm going through it at the very beginning, at the intro, and, you know, we'll continue to update it as it receives its updates, but I'd want to do a second playthrough later on, sometime... Ooh, Orcs?
over here.
Oh, yeah, bandits. Oh, okay, we got bandits. I'd want to do a second full playthrough a little later on after the mod has gotten, you know, its full version 1.0, after it's gotten a little bit more in terms of its updates, its content, and we've seen some more integration patches, some more compatibility patches, and so on with other mods. So, you know, we're gonna spend plenty of time in Lordbound, and I'm pretty excited for it already. I took a little bit of a roundabout way to reach Sheelash's hut, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Stonebark Dark Ale. Let me take these since it's not stealing. I want to see... moderate alcohol content. I'd like to see what the effects are. Hold on, I'll drink it. I just drank a dark ale very quickly. Okay, here we go. Damage stamina regen for 2 minutes and fortify speechcraft, yeah. Target stamina regeneration by 3% for 2 minutes. Speech is improved by 5% for 2 minutes. God, I just stumbled down to Sheelash's hut just drunk. I'm like, hey, you want to go back to Garshikr? And she just kicks me out. Can't even blame her. I would not even be mad. Man, I really just got a little lost trying to get to her, didn't I? I'm just doing what every Skyrim player does. I'm just casually parkouring down the mountain. Try not to break my legs. I hear a dog. Oh, who is this? Oh, she didn't even name her dog. Damn. Look around for Sheelash. Uh-oh. I mean, free ingredients, and if anything happens, it's like, oh, well, someone must have broken into your house and stolen your alchemy reagents. Who could have possibly done that? They were already gone when I got here. Don't look at me. Sheelash? Let me check outside. Uh-oh. Ooh, this looks bad right now, doesn't it? I'm just coming out of your house. Don't look in my pockets. Don't ask what happened to your ale. Is it customary where you come from to go rummaging through the things of others? Don't answer that. It's rhetorical. Explain yourself before I turn you into a tadpole and stuff you in a jar. Trailmaster Cork sent me with a message for you. Cork, ever Clan Garshek's loyal guard dog. Too much bark, that one. And what does sweet young Cork have to say to me? Garshikr needs you to return as wise woman. Chief Gorick needs your counsel. If only it were that simple. There are things our chief needs to work through on his own. Just as there are things I need to work through here, in peace. Rest assured I have not nor ever will abandon the Chief of Garshikr, but the situation has become complicated, ominous, and troubling. I can't give any wisdom until it's clear what's happening. For that reason alone, I must remain here. I need time to think and see clearly. Situation's troubling. What's happening with the orcs? Garshikr's being tested, both from within and without, to see if it has what it takes to survive, to surpass. The Imperials brought with them change, conflict, broke the old bonds, the blood boils in rage and in sorrow. The clans pledged to follow Gorick to the death, but what now when the path forward is so shrouded and uncertain? Lesser orcs will be crushed,
but the chief is the champion of Malakath. But if he fails, the vision of Garshikr dies.
What is it that Gorik needs to work through on his own?
The chief is a grown lad, the champion of Malakath. I can't supply all the answers if he's to become the chief that Malakath is shaping him to be, Orc. The troubles we endure now are just another trial to shape him, you see. That's why he must be the one to work through it. The death of his wife has cut deeper than any blade. So many chiefs would take many wives, but Gorik only took the one. There are no words of wisdom that bring dear Aluka back. This he needs to come to terms with on his own, and overcome. And let's not even speak of his unruly children. He can discipline that lot of braggarts himself. I'll have no part of that.
What do you mean ominous and troubling? Do you mean the war?
No, child, the visions are unclear, but Garshikr is being consumed by darkness. Perhaps even this valley itself. It's not the war with the Imperials, not in the conventional sense. The signs are different, but shrouded, confused.
If I help you, will you return to Garshikr?
Persistent little whelp, aren't you? I see I'll get no peace with you, like it or not. I've come to these wilds on a vision quest, child. There's a darkness brewing in the valley, beyond the conflict of flesh and steel. It is something that could come to threaten the chief's vision for Garshikr, and the home of orc kind. I must try to see for myself what it is.
How can I help?
Ashes of a great sacrifice linger in Ysgor's folly nearby. The history of the land soaked through them like blood-stained earth. I know the ashes will bring clarity to these clouded visions and reveal the threat looming over Garshikr. Bring the ashes. I'll begin preparations for the seeing rites at the ancient rune circle, just north of here. Meet me when you have them.
Alright, I'll ask what she's doing out here, but I already know. Vision quest, I'm helping, yeah.
Seeking peace in the remoteness of Druadach. Or at least, that was the idea. This was a retreat of mine. I brought myself here after we endured great tragedy, to try and understand where we had failed. What had we missed? How could such horrible things have happened when we followed Malakath's will? But I'm beginning to understand there's something else at work. A darkness is growing that the clans have missed. As wise woman, my greatest responsibility to Garshikr now is to focus on understanding this new darkness.
Alright. Ysgor's folly, here I come. Let me see. Wisdom of the Elder. Okay, gotcha. It's kind of nice because right now everything they're giving me does have me in the one kind of like eastern section of the map. It's keeping me a little bit more, not isolated, but it's keeping me on a little bit more of a path. And I kind of like that. Yeah. Ysgor's Folly, Ashes, Rite, Ritual, Seeing. We'll get back to Highreach, but I'm just really happy to help her out. You know?